Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we're producing, head on over to YouTube, join our channel. You can follow Akash and I individually on Twitter, Akash at Mangyeko0, and myself at JustAnalysis1. Taking a look at Ethereum, I really don't have a ton to go over with Ethereum other than uh, it's got a very important, so on its weekly chart, the fact that it closed above 3,300, that is a big deal because I mean if it didn't, that'd be very ugly in my viewpoint because 3,300 is where the 382 bib retracement and the weekly Kijun are at, and so closing above those was pretty key. It is a nice bullish reversal candlestick on the weekly chart, despite what you see happening here on the current week. I think this is a little slight hiccup on the weekly, very trappy, so to speak. I really would anticipate Ethereum catching a nice bid here and continuing higher, especially from the $100 3-box reversal chart where we have that entry that we've talked about before that triggered at 3,400 that is still open, active, and running, and nothing structurally has changed here at all. So on the daily chart, the Tenkan Sen broke out above it last Friday, came back down, held it as support yesterday, testing it again as support today. I think we're just developing a higher low, and we'll see it return to that $4,000 range. That's why I see the current upside potential limited to 4K. Downside, if it fails to hold the zone here, downside risks still are near term. I would be surprised if they exceeded 2,500, but that's what I see for Ethereum. Very short and sweet. Pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you, John. So I see 4,000 as like an extremely bullish case scenario. For me, the upside for Ethereum is capped anywhere between 3,600 to 3,862, which is the 2-day supply zone, right? So on Jan 10th, we created a swing low at 2,927, and then Ethereum kind of went higher, roughly 16% upswing. Although it did kind of fall short here, didn't retest the 200-day moving average, it returned back to this demand zone here. So this cannot be a demand zone because it didn't break any market structure. So let's call this a support zone for now. The important level that I'm looking at here is this weekly support level, which is 3,061. I could see it retesting this level here before we move up, slice through this 200-day moving average, and retest the lower limit of the supply zone, which is 3,675. So this is where I think the upside for Ethereum is capped. I see it producing some kind of a lower low, probably even an equal, lower high. We could do something like this, which would be a lower high, or it could proceed to go higher and form an equal high, a double top, which would again leave a lot of liquidity above the 1,800. And depending on how we do here, if we get a higher low, then I see it collecting this liquidity, retesting the 4,000 level, and then this is what I see. Here, it could either go up or we could go down, but for now, these are the two scenarios that I see. In the first scenario, we form a lower high, and in the second scenario, we form a equal high. If we do form an equal high, there's a good chance Ethereum is going to form a lower high, a higher low, a higher low, which could eventually lead to a retest of 4,000. And the reason why I think in the short term scenario, we're going to retest 3,675 and just form a lower high is because of the IO map on-chain metrics, which shows that this cluster is like the massive and the major, the final boss of all the resistance levels here, and it ranges from 3.3 to 3.8K, which harvests roughly 5.4 million addresses that purchased more than 20 million ETH. So I see 4K happening, but the probability of that is extremely less. 3.6K, yes, it's absolutely going to happen. So that's my take from a bullish perspective. As for the downside, Ethereum moved below 3,414 and collected liquidity resting below this cluster of bodies here, and I see a very similar structure from here, and which is why I've marked out this liquidity zone ranging from approximately 2.6 to 2.7, harboring this weekly support level at 2,712. So if we lose this support zone, which is 2,927, I see it coming down here, collecting liquidity, and then moving higher. So this is where the downside is capped, approximately 2.7K to 2.6K. That's
Awesome.
about it, John.
Okay. Well, thank you, Akash, and thank you everyone for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.